right, welcome back. Dow still getting smacked around a bit, down 225, now down 220, 200. Okay, coming back just a bit as we take a look at the Dow Jones today. It was just off its lows, about 50 points off its lows. It was as high as 26,174. Been getting banged around just a bit today, but it's still holding on. I still see a big drop in there, and I'm sorry if it annoys you, but I'm just going to keep saying it so that without giving financial advice, I can encourage you to consider being careful about how you roll with your portfolio right now, because there is a cataclysmic event out there, and we need one good washout from a technical perspective, or we're going to have some major problems down the road at some point. We might as well bust the bubble now. Bitcoin at 9,300. Having a pretty decent day today, although still down $100, was as high as 95, and popped its head over 10,000 just a couple weeks ago. So we'll keep you posted on all the Bitcoin shenanigans going on. And we have so many great guests joining us, but today we have quite a special one. Kurt Schlichter is going to join us in just a little bit. He's a columnist for Townhall. He's a trial lawyer, also an Army colonel. And we're going to try to break down the question of why the left is resorting to violence to win votes. Now, my argument has been for a little bit here that the establishment on the Democratic side, Nancy Pelosi, and also Barack Obama, who has a big say in things, and Hillary Clinton and the Clinton cartel have made a significant investment in making sure that the minority communities that were doing so well in Trump's economy don't continue to do well because they've resorted to violence. Kurt Schlichter's written about it, he's talked about it, and he's a quite better person to talk about it than myself. Joins us right now. He's a town hall columnist, trial lawyer, and also Army colonel. Kurt, thanks for giving us a few minutes today. Really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me, John. I really appreciate being out here. I'm calling you from California, the home of chaos and comorbidity. So,
wow,
welcome.
So,
welcome to my yard.
Yeah, I have been, which doesn't happen a lot on television, but I have been trying to, talk about sane topics like, factual evidence that Black Lives Matter is founded on a bunch of principles, and one of the key ones being destroying the patriarchal structure in the household, destroying the nuclear family. And I think that's, kind of what's been the problem for, minority communities for a while, that the nuclear family was broken up. Why are they now resorting to violence to make sure minorities and African Americans in particular vote for Joe Biden?
Well, look, I'm an Army colonel, war college graduate, strategy guy. I disagree with you in the sense that I don't think they're actually using violence in the sense of a kinetic fight. In the Los Angeles riots, which I was in, I was mobilized with the 3rd Battalion, 160th Infantry, spent 3 weeks on the ground with an M16 suppressing it. You had mass violence. You had people killed and buildings burned, and it was mass violence. There is some violence here. There's a little bit of it, but it's not designed to achieve an objective by the actual destruction. It's designed to tell us you are powerless, things are out of control, we're in command, we own you. They did that because they wanted to send a message. In a kinetic fight, you destroy the enemy. You literally kill them. In an information fight, you convince them to do what you want. And gosh, how many of these sap Republicans have gone and done what they want? They're coming out here. We got statues being toppled. We got freeways being blocked. And they're going, well, I bet you sent me to Washington to change some holidays around.
Yeah,
they just fell for it.
Doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense. And, I know you're the author of the book, The 21 Biggest Lies About Donald Trump, quotes, and you. And you talk about where there's no persuasion, there's only force, and they want to shame you into submission. I just had a guy on my show who's a patriotic artist. He's a conservative artist, but he's quite the artist, okay? And he's now being attacked by the cancel culture because he did, you know, an art installation that supported Donald Trump. And these arts people are supposed to be the most open-minded. They're supposed to accept everyone and love everyone. And it seems, to your point here, they'll shame you these days for not even doing anything. The thing you've done wrong is supported a cause that they don't like. So you can default be shamed now.
You became an obstacle. Look, it's not like you can talk them out of it. You can't go, well, I support Donald Trump, but I believe in this and that, and we share these views. None of it matters. It's all about intimidating you into silence. The proper response when someone attempts to cancel you is a string of obscenities that would make a sailor blush. We've got to stop caring. The power of caring is what they leverage against us. Look, I served overseas for a long time. I spent a lot of time in the Balkans and Middle East, in Europe. And, you know, there's this image of the ugly American, but that's a lie. Americans are very nice. And a normal American, if you go up to him and go, you're a racist, his immediate thought isn't, why, I'm going to slug you. It's, holy cow, no one would call me something so terrible unless I'd done something. Let me think. I'll take a personal inventory and see if it's true, because we tend to default to believing that our opponents are acting in good faith and making good faith claims, and then we attempt to reason out of it. But when we're dealing with our garbage elite, the people who run things and want power back because we fired them in 2016 because they're terrible, right? You know, we don't have a generation that, I don't know, beat the Depression and destroyed Hitler, or that actually dismantled structural racism and sent a man to the moon. We have a generation that gave us Iraq and Wall Street meltdown and Grindr. So we have the world's worst elite right now. We fired them. They want power back, and you can't reason them out of it.
So yeah,
reason is a weakness.
Yeah, I have come under, you know, some social media attacks for wearing an NYPD ball cap on my show because my dad is a proud retired member of the NYPD, so I have every reason in the world to respect the blue, which I do. But you know, Kurt, you'll get this. I was with a bunch of people over the weekend, a person of Italian heritage, a person of Israeli heritage, a black person, and a person of Persian, okay? And I asked them this one question, okay? I said, hey, if you're anywhere in the world and you're in an endangered situation and from afar you're threatened, you're scared, you're cornered, whatever it may be, you're feeling a fight or flight coming over you, and from afar you see the NYPD blue car coming, would you be relieved or scared? And every person across the board says, my God, my anxiety would go down immediately. And I say, well, those same cops would be charging towards you, whether you were from Persia or whether you were from the Bronx. Why are the police so under attack when they're the ones that create the safety that makes our civilization exist?
Well, it's because they create the safety that makes this civilization exist. They're an obstacle to power. If you can neuter them, and you can neuter them by convincing the Democrat mayor or the Democrat governor to refuse to allow them to do their job, while simultaneously making it unbelievably risky to their future, their lives, and maybe even their freedom. If they do their job, cops are going to say, you want to kill each other? Go kill each other. I'll help. But if you're telling me not to, and you're going to put me in jail for stopping it, then, you know, make it happen. And we've seen the bloody consequences. Shootings are up through the roof in Democrat cities. We had a poor little girl murdered by these scumbags in Atlanta just the other day. There were no cops around this Wendy's where these scumbags had set up. And, you know, there is an answer. And the answer is going to happen, because I don't think you're going to talk Americans into thinking, well, gosh, I guess I am reinforcing the colonialists' gender racist power structure.
Yeah.
I better commit ritual suicide. You're going to see Americans go, yeah, I tried to be nice. I listened to your complaints in good faith, and now I've bought a gun, and now I'm sliding shells into my 12 gauge, my Remington 870, and you know, if you guys want to play horsey, yeah, you might want to ask the Brits about how that worked out for them.
Come on down. Yeah, there's this couple, I guess they're out in St. Louis.
Yeah.
They got word that they were coming at them. and they loaded up their legal weapons, and they went out on their lawn and said, "Come on, bring it on down." And now they're
Of course,
being
they're the bad guys.
Yeah, they're
Right?
being vilified.
They're
by
the bad
left.
guys. Well, here's the thing: a lot of Americans said, "Well, hell yeah, stay off my." You want to protest? That's fine. You threaten me. They even threatened the guy's dog.
Yeah, we're
You
gonna kill
threaten
the
my
dog. We're gonna
dog.
light your house down.
Somebody's having a bad day. I'm pretty sure it ain't going to be me. Yeah, and I think you can push people a lot.
Got it.
But at some point, you got to choose between whether you're going to die or you're going to fight. And I think a lot of people are going to go, nah, I'm going to fight.
I'm good.
I'm 50. Look,
I'm ready to
55
fight.
years
Yeah.
old, man. I've
Hey.
deployed twice. I've been in riots and stuff. I'm too old to live on my knees.
All right,
My
Kurt.
knees are crotchety. They crack.
All right, Kurt, we got to leave it there. We're out of time, but you got to come back and hang with us again. Thank you.
All right. And go buy my book.
Kurt Schlichter, go check out the 21 biggest lies about Donald Trump right away. Quick break, back after this.